In the stillness of the night, where shadows dance among the tombstones and whispers linger on the breeze, lies a realm of eerie fascination and spine-chilling terror, the cemetery. Here, we unveil 5 bone-chilling true stories of horror that will send shivers down your spine and make you question what lies beyond the veil of death. Today, we will talk about 5 creepy true cemetery horror stories. So before we start, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. 1. The ghostly guardian of the forgotten graveyard. Deep in the heart of the countryside, nestled among the rolling hills and ancient trees, lies a forgotten graveyard steeped in secrets and shadows. It is said that those who dare to wander among its crumbling headstones and tangled vines are washed over by a ghostly guardian, a spectral figure clad in tattered robes and wielding a scythe. Locals speak in hushed tones of the eerie apparition that haunts the graveyard's grounds, its mournful wails echoing through the night and sending shivers down the spines of all who hear it. Some claim to have glimpsed the ghostly figure drifting among the tombstones, its hollow eyes fixated on those who dare to intrude upon its domain. Legend had it that the guardian was once a humble gravedigger, tasked with the solemn duty of burying the dead. But when tragedy befell him in life, his spirit became bound to the graveyard, cursed to wander its shadowy depths for all eternity. As the years passed, sightings of the ghostly figure became more frequent, with locals whispering of encounters with the spectral guardian. Some claimed to have seen him kneeling beside freshly dug graves, his ethereal form bathed in moonlight as he tended to the souls under his care. Others spoke of his mournful wails that echoed through the night, a haunting lament for the lives lost and the souls forgotten. Despite attempts to unravel the mystery of the ghostly guardian, his true identity remained shrouded in darkness, leaving behind only a sense of awe and reverence for the silent watcher who stood vigil over the forgotten graveyard. Despite numerous attempts to uncover the truth behind the ghostly guardian, its identity remains a mystery, leaving behind only unanswered questions and a lingering sense of unease. 2. The curse of the forgotten crypt. In the heart of the city, where skyscrapers tower overhead and the hustle and bustle of urban life never cease, lies a forgotten crypt with a dark and sinister history. Known to locals as the Crypt of the Damned, it is said to be cursed by the vengeful spirits of those who were wronged in life and seek retribution in death. Legend has it that anyone who dares to disturb the peace of the crypt will be cursed for eternity, doomed to suffer the wrath of the restless spirits that dwell within its walls. Tales abound of those who have ventured into the crypt's depths, only to emerge days later, their minds twisted and their souls tormented by visions of horror and despair. According to local lore, the curse was born from a tragic betrayal that occurred centuries ago, when a vengeful soul vowed revenge upon those who had wronged them in life. Since then, the crypt had become a place of terror and torment, its cursed halls claiming the sanity and souls of all who dared to venture within. Over the years, numerous attempts have been made to break the curse and lay the restless spirits to rest. But each time, the curse proved too powerful, driving those who dared to defy it to madness and despair. Despite the warnings and the tales of woe, there were always those who sought to unlock the secrets of the crypt, drawn by the allure of forbidden knowledge and the promise of untold riches. But as the moon rose high in the sky and the shadows lengthened, they would come to regret their folly, for the curse of the crypt was a force not to be trifled with. Despite warnings from locals and attempts to seal off the crypt, the curse endures, claiming the sanity and souls of all who dare to trespass upon its cursed grounds. 3. The haunted mausoleum of the wealthy widow. In the opulent district of the city, where mansions line the streets and wealth flows like water, lies a grand mausoleum that serves as the final resting place for a wealthy widow and her family. But behind its marble facade lies a dark and sinister secret that has plagued the mausoleum for generations. Local legends speak of the wealthy widow's restless spirit, doomed to wander the halls of her mausoleum for all eternity, seeking vengeance upon those who wronged her in life. Some claim to have heard her ghostly cries echoing through the night, while others swear they have seen her spectral figure drifting among the tombstones, her eyes burning with unearthly rage. According to local legend, the mausoleum was haunted by the restless spirit of the wealthy widow who had commissioned its construction. In life, she had been a ruthless and cunning woman, willing to do whatever it took to protect her family's fortune and secure her own legacy. But in death, her spirit had become twisted and malevolent, driven by a thirst for vengeance upon those who had wronged her in life. Tales abounded of her ghostly apparition that roamed the halls of the mausoleum, her eyes burning with unearthly rage as she sought to punish those who dared to disturb her eternal slumber. Despite attempts to banish her spirit and cleanse the mausoleum of its dark influence, the wealthy widow's curse endured, casting a pall of fear and dread over all who dared to set foot in her haunted domain. Despite attempts to lay her spirit to rest, the wealthy widow's curse endures, casting a shadow of fear and dread over all who dare to set foot in her haunted mausoleum. 4. The malevolent monument of the forgotten war. In the quiet suburb of the city, where rows of neatly manicured lawns and picket fences stretch as far as the eye can see, lies a forgotten monument to a long-forgotten war. Known simply as the Monument of the Forgotten, it stands as a grim reminder of the sacrifices made by those who came before. But beneath its weathered surface lies a malevolent force that has plagued the monument for decades. Locals speak of strange happenings that occur in its shadow, of ghostly apparitions that appear at dusk and vanish at dawn, leaving behind only a sense of dread and unease. Despite attempts to exorcise the monument of its malevolent influence, the curse endures, casting a pall of fear and despair over all who dare to approach its haunted grounds. 5. The phantom mourner of the abandoned cemetery. Deep in the heart of the city, where skyscrapers cast long shadows over the streets below, lies an abandoned cemetery that time forgot. Overgrown with weeds and choked with ivy, its crumbling headstones bear witness to the passage of time and the fading memories of those who lie beneath. But amidst the decay and neglect, there is a presence that lingers, a phantom mourner who wanders the cemetery's desolate grounds in search of solace and redemption. Locals speak of the ghostly figure that appears at dusk, its form shrouded in shadow and its footsteps echoing through the silence of the night. Despite attempts to uncover the truth behind the phantom mourner's identity, its secrets remain buried beneath the earth, leaving behind only a haunting sense of sorrow and loss. If you liked this video and would like to see more like it, please give it the thumbs up, leave a comment, and click the button to subscribe.